Hi, I'm Ryan and welcome to my schizophrenia channel. Today I'm going to talk about hearing phantom voices. My biggest problem isn't hearing voices, it's reacting to silent and perceived voices. For example, this week I went to a training for my job, and as part of a lesson the trainer touched a person and then asked them how that felt. He was giving an example of how some people don't like to be touched because touch is a risky intervention. As I was paying attention, I started to react as if I heard a voice say, "He wants to touch her in other places." Then I began saying things to myself like, "No, he doesn't. He doesn't want to touch anyone inappropriately." At this point I was arguing with an inner voice that I couldn't even hear. That went on throughout the day, and at the same time I also felt anxious to be in a group of strangers, and I feared speaking up because my anxiety was so great. Even though I understood that adding my point of view in situations I come across at my job would only add to my understanding of the material, I felt too uncomfortable to speak up unless I was called on. And when I was called on, I was visibly and audibly nervous, and everyone could tell I had bad anxiety. The phantom voices didn't help. As nervous as I was also having arguments with those voices, and not only did I feel detached from the training, but I feared people would know about these inappropriate conversations I was having with myself, and I'd be judged and put down by everyone else in the training. This is along the same vein as when I react to homophones. I replace words people mean with words that sound the same but have different meanings, only when I switch the words they're far more inappropriate. I'll link to my video of how homophones affect me at the end of this video. If I had to describe these phantom voices, I'd say they were feelings more than they were words. When I did hear voices back before I was diagnosed or medicated, I heard words, but they had a starting point in reality. When a car zoomed by me, the sound would come through the undercarriage of the car and then echo. These echoes then became words. With phantom voices, they're just the echo with no audible words, and as the echoes reverberate, they evolve into a statement only I could hear. The only difference between these voices and voices I've heard in the past is that I don't recognize the starting point of the phantom voices because I'm on meds and I'm able to filter out background noise. Phantom voices aren't my inner voice, and I can tell they're not my inner voice because I feel like I need to respond to them. They're not a pattern of logical thought like, "Oh, there's an apple, I like apples, I should eat more fruit, I wonder what's for dinner." They're completely unrelated to what's going on outside of me or in my head. They come from somewhere else, just like when I hear another person speak. So that's the end of today's video. Phantom voices exist in the void between audible hallucinations and the feeling that those voices bring. Even though my medication silences audible hallucinations, it doesn't mean they're gone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.